Hi, it's Nat at Black Cat Crafts. Today I have day number 9 of the Spellbinders 13 days of craftoween, and it is this really cute little monster. He's so cute. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this one. So what I've made today is this card. So it's on a black card base. I've done some ink blending. I've used these little ghosties from day 8, and these little bats are from the Halloween Sunday drive. I love this set. I've had a lot of fun with this as well. So I'm going to show you how to make that. So we are starting off with a black card base. This is 7 by 5, and we are going to do some ink splattering in my really crappy little box that I've got there. But it works, it does the trick. So right, so I've obviously got my Spellbinders splatter white. I have my silicone matte, and I have my aqua pen. Obviously it's filled up with water, so I can just squirt out some water when I need it. There we go, that should be plenty. And we will pop some white splatter. Oh, my pen's broken. Okie dokie. And we are just going to flick some on our card base. More so around the edges and the corners there, because we're going to have our main picture in the centre there. So as much as you want, as little as you want. Just going to pop some on there. Like that. Get rid of that. Get smothered in white now. Pop that away. And then we're going to use some of our sparkle splatter effects as well from Spellbinders. Love this stuff. It's just so easy to use as well. So that's our card base done. We're going to leave that to dry. I will end up with something like this. Okay, so I'll pop that to the side. And then I've done some ink blending. So I had, oh, just knocked my stand, sorry about that. I have Gorgeous Grape from Stampin' Up, and I have Night of Navy. So then all I've done, let's make sure I've got the right brushes. All I've done is just gone over a piece of white cardstock, and I've just gone in lines with my ink all the way down. With my Night of Navy and my Gorgeous Grape all the way down. So I get rid of those. And then I also pop this in my splatter box, and I used again the splatter white and the sparkle. And then what I did was I used the cameo frames, the Spellbinders cameo frames. I got this in the sale. I've had my eye on it for ages, and it was an absolutely ridiculous price. So I snapped it right up. And I've used the 2 bigger dies on this, and this is what you get. And I just think that's a really nice effect. It's quite Halloweeny, isn't it, with the blues and the purples. And so that is going to sit on our card base like that. So we're going to do our little monster. So I've cut out all my bits. So I've cut our little monster out. Hanky fingers. I've got our little monster out in purple. I've got 3 little white ghosties. like I said, they're from day 8 with the little skull mug. Need to have a bit more play with that as well. So we've got our white for the eye, and we've got the white for the teeth, so let's pop them on. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue, so you've got your little slot there just to pop the teeth in. And I'm just going to pop some glue just on there. Oh, some of these bits are just so fiddly. Okay, so his teeth just slot in there. So cute. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the back just for his eye to go on. There's his eye. Oh, that's what you get, look. You're not wiping your fingers. Ink everywhere. Wipes, always keep wipes next to me blooming desk. Okay, get rid of that. I don't get ink everywhere else. What I have done also, that I should have done before I put the eyes on, it's not a problem, is I went over my little monster with a little bit of ink just around the edge. Try and do that before you put your eye on, just in case you get purple on the eye. Try not to get anything on there. And I just went around the edge. I knew I'd forget that bit. I was looking at it and I was like, I don't do the ink blending. Yeah, I've got a little mark there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So with the eye, we have a little piece. She says somewhere. There it is. With this eye, I did the little devil fork. I put some glossy accent on those, just made them a little bit shiny. So we're going to pop the eye on. A little bit of glue on there. Pop him on there. And then we have our little wing. And he's going to go about, show me in the camera frame, he's going to go about there. And then we've got a little tail. And we'll pop him about there. And then we'll pop our little horns on as well. And then we'll have one there as well. And that's our little monster. He's cute, isn't he? And then I'm just going to pop his little fork in. And that just slots in his hand. Like so. And then I just pop a little bit of glue just on the back there, just so it's not going to go anywhere. Like that. So that's our little monster. I did add some little bits. What is this? It's like it's just a white pen. No. Just to give it a little bit of, I'm just going to pop some on his horns. Little bat wing. I'll do a little bit on the tail. There, there's a dog hair. Why does dog hair just get up? It don't matter how much I bloody hoover, it just sticks to you. Honestly. Okay, so that's our little man done. And then we pop our ghosts. So we've got 3 little ghosts and we've got the little black bits that go behind. So we'll pop some glue on the back of the ghosts. And we'll stick the black bits on. So you can see the eyes and the mouth. Yeah, I've got a craft fair, not this weekend, next weekend, and I'm frantically trying to do more Christmas cards. I have to set my table out several times before I do a craft fair, just to make sure I know that I've got everything and everything, you know, fits well on the table. So I'm doing a Halloween table, which is obviously fine because I've got loads of cards done, and I had some faux leather, like Halloween-y faux leather, and some little clips. I made some little hair bows. They're really cute. And my niece has got a couple. She was here one day and she picked a couple up. They're really cute. And then I did my Christmas table and I set it all out. And I was like, Christ, I've hardly got anything here. I mean, I've got about 200 Christmas cards that I've made, but when I make a card, I'll make 6 of that card. So when I put them all out, it seems like I haven't got a lot of designs. And I also ordered another stand as well, so I need to fill that up. I'll get it done. But yeah, oh God. Thank goodness for Pinterest and Instagram, because you get a lot of different ideas and, you know. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun making all this stuff, but I just haven't got enough time. So that's our little ghosties put together. So we're going to pop them onto our little frame. I love this frame. It's fab, isn't it? I might use this for Christmas as well. Let's see what I can do. They've got some little ones. Yeah, right, okay. So we're going to pop our little monster up on some dimensionals. Just to give him a little bit of height. Oh. Yeah, I've only really booked up 2 craft fairs this year. I've got one obviously coming in October, and then I've got another one not far from me in November, which I've not done before either. Don't know, it's just really nice when you do a little craft fair and you can see what everyone else makes. And yeah, some people they're just so creative, and it's amazing what people make, and it's just brilliant. And it's all handmade and that. I'd rather buy from a little small business like that, because it's all unique, you know. Anyway, back to our little man. We're going to pop him about there. And then we've got our little ghosties. So I'm going to pop a little dimensional on just at the top. Oh, that one didn't come off, did it? Need some bigger dimensionals as well. And then we're going to pop this up on some dimensionals as well. So I've cut this all out already. And we'll pop that on the back of our frame. I've still got some lampshades that need finishing. I just bought some lampshade like frames, and yeah, I've got a few to finish. And my husband keeps on at me because they're just sort of floating about in the lounge. I need a craft shed, let's face it. I need a craft shed where I can just store all my stuff. One day I will have one. And then he'll stop moaning at me that everything's everywhere. Everything's where it should be. Okay, so we're going to pop that onto our card base. Make sure that's central, like that. And then we can pop our little ghosties in. We'll have him coming out of there. And then we'll have one. Oh, that didn't pop on either. There you go. I'll have one up there. And then we'll have one down there. And then we've got a couple of bats. A bit of glue. We'll have a bigger one up there. And we'll have a couple of smaller ones as well. Like that. I've got so many, where I've been using so many different dyes and that at the minute, I've literally got little pots of dyes everywhere, you know. And does anyone else do that? Oh my God, I've literally got, it's madness. There's madness going on here. Sometimes I can be organised and sometimes I am not. Okay, so we need a sentiment. So I am using the Monstrously Fun Wishes. That's from the stamp set that came with it. And I'm going to pop that just at the bottom there. I was thinking about stamping it and cutting it out and popping it on. I was like, I don't know. I weren't too sure about that. So we will pop that just there. Yep, okay, that's my bad. I popped it on too early. That's what you do. I can't edit, so I'm literally, I do these videos and I go all the way through, and yeah, this is the second time I've done this. I pretty much got to the end and I was like, shit, I forgot something. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm also going to add some white pieces just on our bats as well. Then I thought about doing a live and I'm like, oh Christ, be all sorts going on. So yeah, do your stamping before you put it on your dimensionals and stick it on your card. Oh dear me. And then it will come out quite nice like this, you see. So let's ignore that one. So that's the card. Hopefully I'll be back soon as well with day 10. I'm thinking about using some of the foam from Spellbinders that I got as well. So thank you very much for listening to me waffle on and making mistakes in my card making, and I will be back soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye bye.